In another video we already explained the parameter line in the input file. It is the number of companies, number of years, scaling factor, additional room between the buildings and the font size. And that's the old parameter line. But now we introduced already in the introduction version 4.1 having a legend in the graph, and this legend needs some input for its labels, and these labels will come from the parameter line in the input file. Now the old input file with the short parameter line will still work because a couple of numbers will be added to it at the end of the string. But that's not what we want. We only see something like 1 at the labels. So we have to extend the parameter line to really show the labels in the legend. And here is the extension again, of course a comma after the font size. And then the height will be declared, and we know there's a part for the total height, revenue in this case, and the roof part, and here we separated it by pipe, but it can be done with brackets, slash and so on. The only thing not to be used of course is a comma and a semicolon, because those are the separators for the generator. So here we have a comma as a separator, here we have a semicolon as a separator, and that's both allowed, also as a mix. Next label for the width of the building, here is equity, and at the end we have the depth, and that's assets. So here, in addition to the original set in the parameter line, we have 3 labels, and the first label best consists of 2 parts to declare the whole size of the building, the height, and also the roof part. So this is how the parameter line should like if we want to declare the labels to the legend. And here we have the AstraZeneca and GlaxoSmithKline file we already showed. So here 2 companies, 3 years, scaling factor 1000, 20% additional space between the buildings, font size 4, and then we declare revenue, and between brackets the roof will be gross profit, and then equity and total assets. Now if we have a look at the real graph, we'll see that the labels are close to the axis of the legend. This is where the labels end up. We had the height of the building declared revenue, and between brackets it was gross profit, the large roof, green roof. Here from front to rear we have total assets, and the width of the buildings is equity. So the labels we put in our parameter line in the input file are visible now next to the legend axis.